whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rabbit into the rapids and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythm and clear eye, and vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence, now, presence, come out, come out.
We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Ryan's Falcons. So let's get over to the ATL, Atlanta. Standing by our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. You are looking live at the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. And it's third down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The slot man in motion right. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And, Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield, and pass coverage. That only helps his out.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out in the pistol. Slot man moves right. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Uses the stiff arm. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because, remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now being hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Sanu, the man in motion left. He's got time in the pocket, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key third down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. That'll bring up second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger taking it in. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Now Ben on third and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Shazier in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. these guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. In motion left comes Bryant. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The slot man in motion right. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
In motion is Coates. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On second down, it's Bell. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly, sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
He completes it to Bryant. A very solid gain of 27. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
It's a pickup of 19, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown from 17 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Just a heck of a catch. How does he make that play?
I wish I knew, and I wish I had his athleticism, because his ability to go up and contort his body in so many ways and still come down with the catch, phenomenal.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it's Pierce, so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
Now Ryan. It's caught. Left side. Tammy. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Sanu, the man in motion left. Ryan will throw again. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first and 10. It's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Hey, let's go.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And now here is another interception. Picked off William Gay. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part and forget the bad.
I like that even better. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10 now, Ryan. He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And now out come the Steelers. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's in. Touchdown.
Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, come It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety, rappers and raps rapidly follow the rabbit into the rapids and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets. Feeling rhythmically right and vigorous from the right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, come out, come out, come
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. Nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now it's too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m. been. We're too high on being young and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting our age. We're too loud, we're too proud, we're too high to come back down. We don't think, we don't plan, we stay as long as we can. As long as we can. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down, just slow down, just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting our age. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I'm out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today. There's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Wilson's Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. Second and 9. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On third down, Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
In motion left, Curse. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On second down, here's Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. In motion left, Curse. Fourth down, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Surveying the field. He's going to wind up and air it out. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too.
tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. They're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age, just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Roethlisberger Steelers going up against Wilson Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And a wildcat formation here. Now a wildcat look. It's Bell, Williams. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Cam Chancellor is one of the best safeties in the game, but with his linebacker size, that allows the team to use him wherever they want to make plays.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On third down, Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Roethlisberger, and they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
And out now come the Seahawks. They come up in an offset eye. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Bud Dupree in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said at the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll go with Prosise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Prosise, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Bryant spread out to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
That's a big league run. Takes him down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will get you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in.
A short game was all he needed. He gets across the chalk for 6.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got Curse. And he's brought down after a good game. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Again.
No way it'll be alright. You're messing with a rogue wolf, baby. Darkness gonna break your life. What's gonna change my mind? You're messing with a sickness, baby. Your heart is a plague on mine. I am the missile. I am the fire. Love is destruction. But this war is mine. This war is mine. I am the missile. I am the fire. Love is destruction. But this war is mine. This war is mine. Vengeance is a cold thing, baby. I serve it on a bed of flame. Still think you're a hard one, baby. We'll see when the missile rain. Yeah, rain. I am the missile. I am the fire. Love is destruction. But this war is mine. This war is mine. I am the missile. I am the fire.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Wilson's Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here. Between Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Slot man moves right. The first carry for the rookie Procise. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A second down carry for Procise. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Procise. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Shift together here from the D-line. first down, Procise. And able to push his way. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. In motion is the tight end, Graham. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And Hauschka missed it left. It's no good for Stephen Hauschka, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete to open things up. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the counter, here's Bell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the pickup. And it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They run with the fullback Nix. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Now Roethlisberger, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to